is ANN News Brief.
I'm Lucy Adeyemi. Kenyan President Uhuru Kenyatta has extended the nationwide curfew put in place to curb the spread of the new coronavirus, but it would now end 2 hours later at 11 p.m. Kenyatta also lifted a ban on the sale of alcohol in restaurants and bars, saying the COVID-19 infections curve had been flattened. Ethiopian authorities have sacked at least 40 regional government officials in the nation's western state of Benishangul-Gumuz, following a wave of ethnic-related violence. 5 districts in the state have been put under military control to contain the violence that left dozens dead and hundreds displaced last week. The perpetrators have not been identified. Amhara state authorities have accused officials in Benishangul-Gumuz of not doing enough to prevent the violence. The government-linked Ethiopian Human Rights Commission said it was deeply alarmed by the violence which targeted civilians. Most of the victims in the attacks were said to be from the Amhara and Agil ethnic groups. The ruling Prosperity Party, PPP, said 10 of the officials are now under investigation. There is concern about the increasing ethnic-related violence in Ethiopia. It is seen as one of the most pressing challenges for Prime Minister and Nobel Peace Prize winner Abiy Ahmed. At least 15 persons, including 4 women, were killed in a pre-dawn attack on Friday. Attacks earlier in the month also left 30 persons dead. Activists say the number could be as high as 80. We'll be right back.
Whether in your house, at your office, on your phone or online, we are there. We have the facts behind the headlines. We cut to the chase with the news you really need. We cover every angle. We are the bigger, better news network. We are African News Network. ANN. Watch ANN News on MITV from a truly African spirit.
Sudan Prime Minister Abdallah Hamdok says Sudan does not want to link its removal from a U.S. terrorism list with a normalization of relations with Israel. Being on the terrorism list has hindered the Sudan's access to foreign funding for its economy. The Sudan was put on the U.S. list in 1993 because the United States believed former President Bashir's government was supporting militant groups. Bashir was removed last year, and Sudan has long cooperated with the United States on counterterrorism. Many in the Sudan believe the country should be removed from the list. Sources said this week U.S. officials have indicated in talks with a Sudanese delegation they wanted Khartoum to follow the United Arab Emirates and Bahrain and open ties with Israel. But Prime Minister Abdallah Hamdok said Sudan had told U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo during a visit last month it was necessary to separate the issues. During a video statement to the United Nations General Assembly on Saturday, Hamdok said the Sudan was actively cooperating with international and bilateral efforts to fight terrorism and terrorism financing. That is ANN News Brief at 10. For details on these and other breaking stories, visit our website, annafrica.news. Conversation continues on our social media platforms, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at ANN Africa TV. I'm Lucy Adeyemi.